Hello and welcome to my channel. It's very hot here in the Netherlands. Today the temperature was in about 31 degrees Celsius, which I think is about 90 Fahrenheit. Anyway, for me it was very hot, so I waited till the end of the day to film a video, and I figured it would be appropriate to do a summer makeup look. So something quick and easy, but a little bit fun and a little bit blue. So that's what we're going to do today. Real quick, just before we start, I want to thank you for clicking on my video. I upload 3 times a week with makeup related content, and sometimes I do art videos, and I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. And let's get into the video. So the vibe I'm going for this is sort of casual, but a little bit glowy. So I figured there would be no better product to start out with than the Hollywood Flawless filter. In a recent video I explained that I like using this filter more with skin tint like foundations or lighter coverage foundations than I do with higher coverage foundations. Because I feel like it just gets covered up too much. So today I'm not going to use a full coverage foundation, I'm actually going to use the Fenty skin tint. And we're going to see how those two products combine. I bought a new brush from Primark, by the way. It's the HD Kabuki brush. I think it's a dupe for the Sigma Kabuki brush. But it's only $4, €4, and I wanted to give it a try. I'm hoping this will be my new concealer brush, but I'm also going to use it to blend this out. It has this cool pyramid-like shape. It doesn't feel especially soft, but that's not necessarily a problem. I focused the Flawless filter for today mainly on the high points of my face and the center of my face. Because with the skin tint it could become a little bit too much. So let's apply it. I have mine in the shade 1. I'm going to do it in the Instagram way. And I'm taking my foundation brush. So that's the skin tint applied. I always love the way this one looks. But now you can see the skin tint is actually more of a natural matte finish. And you can definitely see the Hollywood Flawless filter underneath. And I'm going to set it with a bit of powder, so in the end that'll be perfect. For concealer I'm going in with my Pat McGrath. I'm just not going to use too much. So I'm just putting a little bit underneath my eyes, and I'll use the excess from underneath my eyes to highlight the center of my face. And I am going to use my new brush for this. Oh, that's nice. That blended out super quickly. And because the point is very, well, it's hard to show, but all 3 sides come to a point, so the point is actually quite small. So you can get underneath the eyes very well. I like that. So now I'm going to set with a little bit of pressed powder, and I'm going to use my Gucci. This is a nice blurring powder that actually leaves just a little bit of radiance. I like to use the little puff that comes with it. And I start by pressing the powder into my concealer underneath my eyes. Has a nice smell as well. You have to like it, but I do like it. Then I'm pressing the powder around the pores on my cheeks and next to my nose. and a little bit on my nose. And I'm setting the rest of my face lightly with the excess. I'm also going to set my eyes because I used a little bit of concealer to hide the staining from yesterday's look. See how nice and blurring that powder is? This is really a beautiful product. And I always keep it in the little pouch. Alright, I'm going to skip over to eyes, and I figured for today we could do a light and easy look with the Oden's Eye Elva Mini Forest palette. This is what it looks like. I've shown it on my channel before. I actually got this in the mystery box that I ordered or got from my boyfriend in May. So for today I want to keep it real simple. I just want to use the matte blue and the sparkly blue and do a two-toned look. For in the crease I'm going to use this relatively big blending brush from Essence. And I'm picking up the shade Mint. I'll zoom you in a little bit. This shade is so nice and pigmented. I'm also putting it in the outer corner. Going to add just a little bit more. And I feel like with summery looks you can go two ways. You can make it sort of neutral, classic glam, especially for evenings. You can even go really smoky when you keep the skin nice and bronzed. And then you can take the fun route and put a lot of bright colors on your eyes. And I think what makes it more of a summer look is that there's not that much definition. So I'm keeping the crease one-toned and I'm not going to deepen it up at all. And that's what keeps it sort of young and summery. I'm also putting this shade underneath my lower lash line. Now I'm going to add the shimmers, and for the shimmers I'm taking this more precise packing brush. This is such a beautiful shade. I hope you can see how shiny and shimmery it is. I do feel a little bit of fallout falling on my face. It's probably going to wipe away, but I just wanted to mention that. This shade actually has a little bit of teal and gold reflex in it. I'm just going to take it all the way over my lid and also blend it into the crease. And then I'm taking a little bit underneath my lower lash line as well. And with a summer look like this, I don't even care if there's a little bit of fallout and if it sticks a little bit, because it sort of adds to the mermaid highlight effect. So I'm taking a large powder brush and all the glitter is stuck to my face. So I now have a sort of glittery highlight. So if you do care about that, then I would definitely recommend doing your eyes first. I just wanted to have some fun today with my makeup, so I don't really care. I'll zoom you out a little bit. Then I'm going to add some mascara. I'm still using my Catrice Lift Up mascara, the waterproof one. It is drying out a little bit, but I still like it. And a little bit of mascara makes all the difference when you do a one-dimensional eye look. because you need some definition on your lashes or else they're going to disappear. For brows I actually have something exciting. I have the Pump and Brow by Dior, which I always rave about. But I now have it in a little bit of a darker shade. So this replaces my old one. I did try the Essence eyebrow gel, but it didn't really do anything. So I figured I would give this one a try again. This one's perfect. I'm not completely convinced about the shade though. It's maybe a little bit too warm. The previous one I had was in blonde and the undertone was perfect, but it was a little bit too light. If they had a taupe, I would pick that one, but they didn't. But this eyebrow gel really makes your eyebrows nice and fluffy, which is something I can appreciate for a more summery look. And that's really all I do with my brows nowadays. A good eyebrow gel is really all I need. And if I were doing more of a full glam summer look, then I would probably use a bit of an eyebrow pencil. But I think for this kind of look, this is perfect. So now let's go back into the face. And I want to use a new favorite, which is the Glowish bronzer by Huda Beauty. I reviewed this and the skin tint in my last video. It should have gone up a couple of days ago. And I really fell in love with this bronzer. It's so soft. It feels soft, it looks soft, it blends out, it's not extremely warm. I really like it a lot. I also like the packaging. I know people complained about it, but I kind of like this squared bottom with the see-through top. And I feel like with any kind of summery look, even if it's just a light coverage one, you really don't have to hold back on the bronzer. Especially if your skin on your body is a little bit darker than on your face, which is starting to be the case with me. Then bronzer is all you need to make things more balanced. It's starting to come together. I'm actually going in with my powder brush to make sure the bronzer is nice and blended. This is a step I don't really skip anymore, because even when things look pretty blended, whenever I go in with the brush, I really do notice a difference in how blended it looks in real life. For blush, I want to do something a little bit peachy, a little bit warmer. I think it's going to match the eye look, which is a little bit more turquoise. So I feel like it would clash with a pink. And I want to use this Anastasia blush trio, and I'm going to use the most neutral shade. This makes me look like I live on an island for some reason. Or at least that's how I feel. Then for highlighter, I'm going into my Guerlain Les Météorites highlighter trio. And I'm going into this white one, which is actually a little bit more gold. White gold. I think it will match the gold reflex on the eyes. And a good highlighter, just like a good bronzer, really feels essential to a summer makeup look. This one is beautiful. So now all that's left is lips. And I haven't really thought about what I want to do. I feel like a really glossy lip would be perfect with this. Yes, I know. I think I'm going to use this red lip gloss by Chanel in the shade 106 Amarena. And it's going to become a little bit more sheer because it's a gloss. I think that's going to work. I feel like this is just punchy enough, but not too overpowering. I don't know what you think, but I kind of like this. Of course, I could have also gone in with a more beigey toned nude, which I'm sure would be pretty too, but for a summery look I kind of like this because it looks like I've just eaten a bunch of strawberries, and I kind of like that look for summer. Finally, I'm going to spray my face. I'm using the Ethos Fixing Spray. Ethos is a Dutch drugstore brand, a home brand. This is just what I have on hand. And with that, my makeup look is complete. I hope you liked this look, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you did like this video or give a thumbs up, that really helps me out, and I'll see you in the next one.